How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating vid here today. I'll just be drinking some Gatorade Zero Cool Blue and rambling, kind of an end of the month ramble. This will be going up on the 29th, so close enough. I'll be eating this strawberry yogurt parfait that I got from Stop and Shop. $3 it was. I've had these before, they're pretty good. You know, they use a Yoplait yogurt and Nature Valley granola crunchies. Mix it around a little bit. I am going to be doing I'm just Wednesday when this is going up, but I'm working tomorrow, but I thought it might be Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't, but I'll be working Wednesday, Friday. So tomorrow, I'm just going to come home, eat, and then set up the camera and freaking the tripod and everything, and just film the Resident Evil 4 gameplay. No more fucking around. I do have to shave later. What was I gonna say? Oh, Islanders won last night. They beat the Devils 5-1. They, of course, they were down 4-2 to the Columbus on Friday night. Came back, lost in overtime, so they squeezed a point out. They needed to win that game, and then the Sabres shut them out. But then they beat the Devils last night. The Panthers lost again. The Sabres lost in a shootout, maybe Montreal. I think it was a shootout. So right now, they have 75. Penguins are behind them at 73. I think they're 3 points behind the Islanders, but if they won two, they'd leapfrog them. But they're the two that are in the playoffs right now, the wild card. So right now, at 75 games, the Islanders would be in the playoffs regardless if every team got to 75. I mean, they got to play the Capitals twice, Lightning twice, Hurricanes 5 games. They got the Flyers and the Canadians. They got to win, I would think, at least 4 of those. I think would keep them safe. Lightning's always a tough out for them, and so is Carolina. I'd like to see him get in, but they're going to end up probably the 7 or the 8 unless somehow another team starts to really just lose the rest of their games and maybe the Islanders make a move. then you'd get that, no, it'd have to be the Devils. I think people are clamoring for an Islanders, well, in this area, clamoring for an Islanders. Rangers playoff series. The Islanders do get in. They're going to have the Bruins or the Hurricanes. And I mean, as an Islander fan, it's hockey. Anybody can beat anybody. It's happened. I've talked about this. Everybody knows if you're into hockey. 8 seeds and 7 seeds are beating 1 seeds all the time, regardless of the points. But those are 2 tall orders. Especially the Hurricanes. This is crazy that sounds, just because the Islanders struggle with the Hurricanes. But either one of those teams. Because right out of the gate, the Bruins are going to be the favorite to win the Cup. Rightfully so. They're on a record pace, so they're going to be hard for anyone to take out. But, anything could happen. You never know. But I'm not going to sit here and get my hopes up about it. But I'm on chapter 7 right now of Resident Evil 4. I got to 7 last night. Just took out the dude. Oh, I got into the area. I remember it from the other games. I'm going Resident Evil VR and the Resident Evil 4 from 2005. The part where in that room, like the fountains, I just walked in there. I'd just gotten past the dude in the dungeon. He can't see. He's got the claws, and you got to kind of be quiet. And I hit him in the back, and then his little thing gets revealed, and eventually you can stab him a few times. I saw a comment I still have to respond to. They kind of alluded to, like, once you get back into it, into the groove, the combat, it becomes easier. And admittedly, it is now. Like I said, it's really hard. I mean, it still is tough, but I'm getting more used to it. And another person mentioned, I saw a comment as well about how, like, the counter attack, sometimes you could use L1 to counter people. That I'm getting better at too, and that's helping out. They mentioned, that's a thing too. You can't really play it the way the original version was played, and that makes sense. But even like Menendez, when I fought him, the dude, the huge dude, he turns into like the half thing. He rips apart, and he's like half. Then you knock his. I took him out on the first try. Same thing with the guy in the dungeon, but that's not that hard as long as you're patient. But I've been enjoying it so far. That is pretty much the end of that. These are nice. The $3 might be a little, really not, I guess, not really that expensive. Maybe 50 cents over. It's kind of a nice little breakfast to have. But yeah, I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. And I can't wait to continue playing later today. I think I read that there's 16 chapters, maybe. I'm just in the castle, obviously. The part with the catapults was a little annoying. I forgot about that part. Just because a few times, like, Ashley got hit. And she's incapacitated, so I had to get her, and then I got crushed a few times. I think I got killed twice there. Because one time I forgot this dude, like, you take out the first 2 guys, and then a guy comes running behind you and will grab Ashley. But I was waiting for him the next time, just blew him away. Oh, actually, no. Maybe I got killed 3 times there because One time I didn't get killed by the cannons. I shot the one dude's head off, and the thing, the new version, the first version in the village, it's like the kind of things with the little blades on them, the eyeball, and the things that come out of the head. And this one's the one that pretty much eats you in one shot. Like, one hit kills you. And I pulled out my rifle because I bought the high-powered rifle. And those things, you hit it once and they die. They immediately just kind of explode. But I missed, and it just ate me. The Chainsaw Sisters part was a bit of a pain. Like, I died the first time. It only took me twice. I died the first time because a guy grabbed me. And then by the time I broke free, the one sister was right in my face. The second time, I housed the one first. I chucked a grenade at them both, and then I blasted the one. And then, of course, like 10 additional dudes have to come in because it's a video game. And eventually, I just got outside of the room I was in, and from a distance, just kind of wiped them all out. But the second one took a lot of... I was like, the first one went down pretty fast. The second one was a pain in the ass. But you can deflect their things, too, actually. But I'm doing better at that, for sure. I was actually looking at my total, because each chapter gives you your stats or whatever. And I was looking and seeing that. I thought I died more than I did. There was a few instances that were giving me trouble that I died a few times each, like a section. But then there was other chapters I went right through and didn't die at all. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I really like... I forget the guy's name. You first encounter him when you come into the castle, and he's Mr. Kennedy. I forget it. He probably said his name. I forget what it is, though. He's the one, too. You got to destroy the little toy things like around the game. There's 16 of them. I've only taken out like 2 or 3 of them, but his character model looks fantastic. Like, all the character models in this game look great. Like, Leon looks really good. Ashley looks really good, too. Ada showed up briefly, looks really nice. Luis looks really good as well. Like, Leon's probably, in fact, out of all of them, I'm not saying his character looks terrible, but the other characters just look really good. Menendez looked really good. Salazar you only see in the thing. I don't know if the other guy is Salazar. I thought he was controlling somebody or something. I forget. But yeah, especially like Ashley too as well. Like, I was like, her and Luis, like, I was like, man, the character models look really good here. Like, I don't know, they look like really realistic. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. I'm close to getting it. I'm just gonna ramble here for a few more seconds. I'm close to getting a $10 Amazon card, so I might just pick up The Devil in Me is 30. I can get it for 20. I might just pick that up to have it and then play it after I'm done with Resident Evil. Who knows? But anyway, I just ramble a little bit here, eating a strawberry yogurt parfait and drinking a little bit of Gatorade. And thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.